Okay, we have been getting news of an encounter that is presently going on in Pulwama, in which 2 terrorists were gunned down. What we're hearing is that terrorists attacked a police party in Anantnag at a bus stand. What we hear is that 1 policeman has been martyred. Gunshots are presently being heard. Group of terrorists started to fire indiscriminately at the police party that was deployed for the security of the Amarnath Yatra convoy near Anantnag. We have Shuja ul Haq with the very latest. Shuja, just fill us in with all the details you have about this attack that has been made on the security personnel.
Well, Avantika, this attack has just taken place. What we know so far is that the militants, fired at the policemen who were deployed at bus adda of Anantnag. And 1 policeman, suffered injuries. He was shifted to hospital, but he has now succumbed to his injuries. The area has been cordoned off. The police has reached the spot, and they are carrying out searches. But apparently, from what we understand is that this was a hit-and-run attack. They targeted the policeman and, then fled from the spot. Remember, there have been many such instances where militants have attacked people, particularly security forces who were deployed, at various places in South Kashmir.
Absolutely. And Shuja, tell me something. These security personnel who were targeted by the terrorists, were they part of the security for the Amarnath pilgrims? Now, remember, there was also an intelligence report and information of a terror threat on the Amarnath Yatra and on the pilgrims as well. Could this be a result of that?
Well, that is something that we have to sort of receive an official confirmation from the police. But, the location where this attack has taken place is a bus adda. It is true that Amarnath Yatra, passes through Anantnag, but whether there is any correlation with this attack and the Yatra, that is something that we have to get an official conversation from the police.
Okay.
Because at this spot, we've been told that there is always deployment of these policemen for regular security as well.
No, so tell me something. Can you just explain a little bit for us that just how 1 policeman was shot at? Do we know just how many terrorists or how many people were involved in this attack? Do we also have information as to how many cops were there at the bus stand, at this bus adda that you're talking about?
Well, what we are being told by police, so far is that they had a regular deployment of their men at this spot. This is a very busy, marketplace of Anantnag district. In fact, this is the hub of the bus station, buses rather. This is exactly the spot from where buses go to many far-flung areas from Anantnag. And security, particularly policemen being deployed there, is usual. In fact, this spot has come under attack earlier as well. Because of its proximity with very densely populated, locations around it, the militants come out and then vanish, taking advantage of the kind of, location that this provides them. So
Absolutely.
That is exactly what we have been able to gather from the police as of now.
Okay, just stay on with me. Retired Major General G.D. Bakshi is also joining us for more on this. Good morning. We've just received news of how a police party has been attacked, and we are getting in news, about a policeman tragically succumbing to his injuries. Now, what's surprising is that this area has come under attack previously as well, and there's already a terror threat to the Amarnath Yatra. What do you make of a scenario emerging from Anantnag where the incident has taken place?
Look, sneak attacks can never be ruled out always possible, especially in such densely populated area, where firstly we are not prepared to, take action against the population which felt stones, which routinely attacks the police and the security forces, hampers their operations. So under the cover of civilians, then civil clusters of population, there are n number of vulnerable spots on the road where, you can just climb the hill and fire on the road and then vanish.
Right.
So these attacks cannot be ruled out.
Okay.
But the fact is we should now get, I strongly feel, increased troop density in Jammu and Kashmir, enforce population and crowd control, and take stringent action against those who hamper security forces.
So doesn't it make the task even more harder for the security forces, because most of the time in these densely populated areas you have the locals who are also aiding most of these terrorists, who are giving them the shelter. So it probably must be quite a challenge, isn't it?
It is, you see, because that whole valley has been turned into one vast communally charged ghetto, one vast radicalized ghetto of Wahhabism, radicalism. The entire Sufi syncretic culture has been destroyed. So it is a ghetto which they are trying to make a no-go area for security forces, just like the ghetto in Paris or Brussels. Everywhere, you know, these Wahhabis get into massive ghettos, dense ghettos, clusters like this, into these kind of slum attitudes. Then, you know, they are using every step to communalize the atmosphere, polarize, charge. When we talk communalization, we only relate it to Gujarat and things like that. You know, it seems to be a very one-sided approach by our peaceniks. But kindly take a look at what is going on in Jammu and Kashmir for the last 30 years. If this is not communalization, if this is not Wahhabization, ghettoization, what the hell else is? That is complicating the operations there, you see. The 250 odd terrorists are not that great a threat. When I was serving there, we had 3,500 terrorists operating. We brought them down from 3,500 to 250.
So what's changed since then, sir?
Now is population control, crowd management.
Right. Right. Major General G.D. Bakshi, thanks so much. We're just having an issue there with your audio, but thank you so much for joining us. Shuja, you know, just give us more inputs, more information. We believe that one policeman succumbed to his injuries. It's very tragic bit of news coming in. Do we know about any other injuries or perhaps casualties? What kind of assistance is being given to those who have been, you know, affected by the attack that was made on them? Because if the information is that the terrorists began to fire indiscriminately, then possibly there could have been others who would have been affected as well.
Well, yes, that is the worry, and we are getting unconfirmed reports that a civilian possibly could also be, you know, injured.
Okay.
But these are unconfirmed information that we are, you know, getting in. So far, what is, you know, confirmed is that they have attacked a police party, and this was at the bus adda of Anantnag. The police was deployed there for regular duties, and one of the cops was seriously injured. He was shifted to hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries. Now the area has been cordoned off. There is no gunfight going on.
Right.
It seems that it was a hit and run sort of an attack.
All right, Shuja, thanks so much. I'll keep coming back to you for more details on this development that has happened with the police party coming under attack by a group of terrorists. We're still awaiting more details, but the information coming in that one policeman has been martyred in that attack.